Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of Dwarf Fortress. Yes, indeed, we're back again. We have our human caravan here, chilling out in our entry area. We have our barracks going underway. We've got lots of things going on down in the caverns below as well, with our hospital being worked on, adding in things to create our soap production, which is going to be good, hopefully. We've got our bedrooms, which need to be expanded soon, so we'll have to work on that. And we're working on expanding out the mines. But before we can get into any of that stuff, we'll pop right back up to the top layer. Not quite that high up. Here we go, back here to our entrance layer, and we're going to go take a quick look at Dwarf Therapist, because we did get some new dwarves recently. We recently were joined by Alexandros, Bond James, Bubba Schmidt, Donut Pants, Gunner, HG Scout, Husbuzz, Jame, Crusader, Lost Toast, McLeod, Nioxygen, Roll Fizzlebeef, and Wither Soul. Now these new dwarves take up a variety of different jobs. Alexandros here is one of our dwarven children. Bond James is our new woodburner, as well as stonecrafter and woodcrafter. Bubba Schmidt takes up some various crafting jobs. Donut Pants is our crossbow maker, so I'll have plenty of work for him to do in a minute. Gunner is going to be doing more of our soap making. I believe he's the only actual soap maker we have at the moment, so that'll be good. HG Scout is doing some wood cutting as well as leather working, so that'll be good. Husbuzz is one of our other children at the moment. Jame is doing some farming as well as brewing and cooking and spinning. Lots of those kinds of jobs for Jame. Crusader is doing some of our dyeing if we ever need some, and plant gathering and processing at the moment. Lost Toast is going to be doing our stone detailing if we need it, and lye making, which we will need. McLeod is doing our more plant processing, so we'll have plenty of plants in our fortress, which is good. Keep our fiber supplies high and also get us plenty of extra food. Nioxygen is going to be doing some more farming and tanning, which is good because we need those jobs to be covered. Roll Fizzlebeef is one of our new hunters, which is fantastic. Actually, he does more trapping. He doesn't actually have the hunting job there, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But he'll be good at dealing with animals if we manage to catch any of them, so that'll be good. And Wither Soul here is another one of our children for the moment. So that should be fantastic once we have them doing good stuff for us. Now, in the meantime, we've got some jobs that need doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the Q button, go over this trade depot, and see if we can get a nice trade deal going on with these guys. So we're going to request our trader at the depot, there we go, with R, and we're going to move some goods over. Now, I'm not sure what we actually have we can sell them, but we should have some food we can sell these guys, because these guys don't have a preference against wooden things, so that's good. We have an armor bin here, so we might check that out, see if there's anything good in there we want to get rid of. Probably not, because we kind of want our armor. No, I'll hold on to that. We'll bring over the finished goods bin and some of our prepared food barrels. Those are quite valuable, and while we do need to keep our food, we can probably afford to sell some of it in exchange for plenty more food, because these are probably all with our really high quality food in them. Now we're also going to try and sell off anything else here we don't need. I'll get some more prepared food barrels. We're going to keep our wine and whatnot, because we need those, really. And we'll probably see if we can make do with just that for the time being. So our mechanisms are not the best at the moment. We don't have a whole lot of them. Our mechanic has been quite busy recently. So we're going to get those things brought over there, rather, those barrels of food, and we'll see if we can't get some trades going with the humans, see if we can't get some more good supplies. We're also going to quickly go back downstairs and make sure we keep producing these products. We're going to come over to our wood furnace and make some more ash. We have plenty of wood, and we can get some more easily now. We have plenty of wood cutters and plant gatherers. In our ashery, we want to tell them to make more lye. We should be able to make a couple more now. And over here in our soap maker shop, that's still working, so that'll be good. We might run out of tallow before we have everything else we need, because we do need the fat in order to produce those things, but we'll have to wait and see. Now our guys should be just about ready to do the trade over here. Yes, they are. Fantastic. So let's see what the humans want to trade for us. Lema says, "My apologies, but we're still unloading. We'll be ready soon." It's interesting. I haven't actually seen that before, I don't think. Alright then. Well, in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to go down to our workshop floor, and we're going to build a new thing in here. We're going to go to our build menu, to W for workshops, or rather, no, did that last time too. E for furnaces, and now we're going to build a smelter. Now our smelter might be a little bit bigger. No, it's the right size. We're going to build our smelter right here beside our wood furnace. We're going to make it out of shirt, sure. Now this smelter is going to allow us to make some metals. Turn the things like magnetite ore, which we may actually have already, into actual products. So that'll be good. We'll be able to make some iron out of it and whatnot. Once we gather some of those materials in there, we should be able to work with it. So that'll be good. Now we should have a lot more wood being cut down. So we're going to go outside and mark the stuff now before we forget, otherwise we won't have any when we need it. So let's come over to this area and designate a huge more area to be deforested. So we're going to designate T for chop down trees, and we're going to pick an area. How about all of this? cut down all that wood, because we need lots of trees here in order to continue our production. We're also going to designate some more over here, because deforestation for the lulz. Alright, more wood coming in will be great. We're also going to tell them to gather some plants in more or less the same areas, because that will give us the ability to have a little bit of extra food, and presumably to get a bit of fiber as well, although I don't seem to be getting lucky with getting plant threads and whatnot. So possibly we're in an area where those don't exist in a way we can gather them, but that's fine too. So we'll get those working. That should keep our people fairly busy. We'll resume time. And once those things are done, that should be good. Now we are going to do a quick check up here and see if we can do our trades yet. Let's hit T again to see if we can trade. There we go. So it looks like our prepared food barrels are quite valuable. Those are actually really good. So that's nice. And our finished goods bin looks like it has a bunch of other interesting things in it. It's actually really valuable, surprisingly. It probably has one of our artifacts in it, so we're not going to be selling them those. But that's okay. So what are they offering us? Well, they're offering us a lot of metal bars. That's quite interesting. We might take some of those. Let's see what else they have, though. They've got a bunch of blocks of different things, different kinds of glass and clay. We might take a couple of these just in case someone wants them for their, what do you call them? Their strange mood buildings. So let's just say we'll take some of those already. Let's keep looking and see if there's anything else these guys want to trade us. They also want to trade us a bunch of clays. And here's the woods. We're going to take all of the wood. Oh, I only have one wood, really? Oh, I was going to take all the wood they could give us, but only have one. So that's not going to work out. These are all rope. We might take a couple ropes. Not that we really need them, but it might be good to have a couple spare. Here's a bunch of other little tools, cages and things. We don't really need these because we can make our own quite easily out of wood. More cages, wine. Here we go. Here's what we're looking for. We're going to buy ourselves some food and wine because it's always good to get those. Some free barrels. We'll take the cheap ones, the wine barrels, empty barrels, pickle wine barrels. All these things are useful to us, so we will take them for their various food and alcohol purposes. And there's more barrels. They have a lot of different kinds of alcohol and different kinds of wines as well, which is quite nice. It'll give us some variety. And I'm not sure what this actually is, so we're going to view this good before we do anything about it. That's just blood. I don't think we need that one at the moment. Now we do have a fairly large trade here, so we're going to trade maybe even one of our whole prepared food buckets for it. I guess that would be a fair deal. We kind of don't want to give away all of our prepared food, but we're getting a whole bunch of alcohol and we'll get a bunch of food back later, so I can say this is worth it for the time being. Let's see if they'll accept this trade or if we have to give them a better deal. Yeah, okay. He wants some of our... he wants a prepared food barrel. Oh, an extra one? Let's say consider the offer. He wants 2 prepared food barrels? Oh, okay, it's a low value one. That's fair. That's fair. As well as some of the random junk from our stuff in here. Yeah, okay, I can handle that. That seems like a fair trade. We will accept that trade. Done. Now we need to go back into the trade menu and get more goodies from them. So we've just been jumped around over here. Everything's moved. Now we can see here there's a bunch of weapons they're selling us. A bunch of metal weapons, which would be interesting if they were, axes and whatnot. Unfortunately, those are really expensive, so we're probably going to hold off on them for now. While it would be nice to be able to get a couple off the bat, I'm not sure if it's worth paying the enormous fee. Like, that's 1,100 gems value or whatever that is, whereas that's basically nothing we can afford. So let's take a look here and see if there's anything better we can get. Is there anything better? This is all armor and whatnot. Excuse me. Shields. The shields might be a good buy, but we'll see if there's anything else we can afford at the moment. We are looking for fibers. Now this looks like it's also clothing. We'll take a quick look. Yeah, these are gloves and stuff. So we'll skip through this area because we don't need any of these things. There we have some chests, which might have useful things in them. Dye bags, sandbags. Still nothing we really need. Strawberry seeds? I'm still not seeing anything good here. Leathers? Leathers might be good to get, but I think we'll hold off on them as well. Actually, they're quite cheap. Let's buy 1 bin of leathers, because that might be a good investment for later. We don't need cloth bins at the moment. We do need just fibers, but I don't know if we'll find any of those here. Well, we'll keep looking and see if there's anything else these guys have. The food should be beneath this, so we'll be able to grab a whole bunch of that after this, and we'll be able to turn that into more valuable food, which means we'll make a net profit. But that should be later down the list. Lots of cloth. We don't need all this cloth, guys. We just need the fibers. Here's some bolts and arrows we could buy, but they're all really expensive, so we're not going to worry about that. We can just make our own. And there's some gemstones. Don't really need those. Anvils. We don't really need those either at the moment. Okay, well, here's the food. So we're going to start buying all of this, because the food that we can acquire will definitely help us out, especially if it takes us... Oops. If it only costs us more food to get all this food, Like at this rate, we'll be able to get a fairly large amount of food in exchange for a fairly small amount of food. And that should work out great for us. I always like buying food from the traders because it's an easy way to augment your supplies without having to worry about having to actually acquire them through legitimate means. So there we go. There's a whole pile of food. Now this looks good. This looks just like threads. Is it? If we see V to view, V. There we go. This is, yes, rope reed fiber thread. I will absolutely buy that. We need some threads. So I will take some. There's some more, and there's some more. It's really expensive to buy from them like this, but we need it, so I will happily pay the price. We've also got some more random, like, quivers and things, I believe, if we view this. Yeah, those are quivers. We might take a couple quivers from them if they're cheap, because we are going to need some for all of our people, but probably not going to buy too many of them. Is this also quivers? Yeah, that is. Is this also quivers? Yeah, no, it's a backpack. Is this a backpack? Yes, it is. This is a quiver? Yeah. Okay. Well, we need these things, so we'll buy them here. And there's some more cheese. Cheese is expensive, though, so I don't know if we really want to buy too much cheese. Compared to the other foods, it's much more pricey. And then there's some splints and probably crutches, and that'll be the end of the list. Meat cleavers and iron ore. We don't need those things. I will buy a couple cheeses, but we probably don't need too many. And we don't want to go over our price limit. So we'll come back over to our side of things and see if we can't actually afford these things. We will sell them a prepared food barrel. That'll do. And we'll give them a little bit more. This should do it. That should give them about 50% of their trade value in profit, which should make them accept it. We'll try it and we'll see. Yes, they accepted that. Fantastic. So we got a ton of food in exchange for a little bit of food. So that works out fantastically well for us, and it also got us a bunch of other things we need. So that works out great. So we'll leave this trade alone. Thank you, gentlemen. We no longer need our trader at the depot, and that's good. So that'll do. Fantastic. People should all come and grab those things now. Whew, that's always nice to see. Getting a good trade like that is a great way to start off our day. So let's go check out our smelter over here, our metal smelter. Oh, its design still needs masonry, so we'll leave that alone for the time being. I guess our masons are busy with the doors I asked them to build. We may have to tell them to stop doing that for the time being, and then after they actually get the building built, then we'll get them to make more doors. So, that's good though. That's good. Let's go check out downstairs again. We should probably build some more tables and chairs to get that going. We do have a ton of beds, so what we're going to do next is we're going to expand our bedrooms. So we're going to go to our build menu to designate, and we're going to expand this area by a couple more sections. Now this is the hole in the floor, isn't it? Yeah, that's the way up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come over here instead, and we're going to expand our bedrooms. This is not the most thrilling thing. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Building doors. I'm trying to designate mining. Yes, there we go. D and then D again. Excellent. So we'll designate out a couple more bedrooms, and I'll probably just come back in a second when this is done, because you've seen me do this already, and it's not the most exciting thing to actually watch. So I'll see you again in a second. Alright, there we are again with 2 more areas here set up for our dwarves. That means we have a total of rooms for 80 once they all get dug out and we put beds in them. We only have about 60 dwarves in the fortress right now, so that's more than enough space, which is good. So, with that done, let's come back upstairs. Ah, good, they're in the middle of building our smelter, which may be finished now. No, not almost done. Almost done. Wait till he walks out of it. There we go. Now we have our smelter finished. It looks almost exactly, and it does actually look exactly the same as our wood furnace, but that's fine. In our smelter we can add new tasks, such as turning things into metals. There's a full list of the different kind of ores you can smelt, so we have to actually look through it and see if we can find any. It looks like we do not have anything at the moment, which is fine. We'll be able to hopefully acquire some soon. Otherwise, we will be a little bit hard-pressed to make any progress in that regard. Now, we should have some soap being made here, unless it's all gotten cancelled because we ran out of the supplies. But let's try and make some more lye, see if that's actually working. Try and make some more soap. Looks like we have a little bit of tallow left. It doesn't look like we have any oil left, though. I'm not sure if that's going to work or not, but we'll try it and we'll see. Now, we should have plenty of ash. I should probably stop making ash soon because we're only going to need a limited amount of it. But this should be fine for now. So if we come back downstairs and check on our bedrooms, good. Our miners are starting to dig those out. What has happened here? Ah, Bond James has just been taken by a Fey Mood. That was fairly quick. Didn't take him long to decide he wanted to become a crazy crafter of some sort, and he's claimed one of our workshops. He's claimed a craft dwarf's workshop. Okay, well what are you going to try and make for us then? Let's see if he has all the supplies he needs. Where's he going? Is he going up? To the top? Where did he go? I don't know where he went. He decided he needed something and just ran off to go get it. Well, hopefully he found whatever he was looking for. Interesting. Well, I'm sure we'll check back up on him in a second and see if he needs anything. Otherwise, we'll be informed when he completes his challenge. Now, we're going to make sure we have all of our goods that have been moved over brought back. So our prepared food barrels are going to be brought, back from the trader. You hit G on the trader and then just enter on the foods, on the things you've already brought over there, and they should bring them back into your fortress, which makes them accessible for our people again, meaning that if we need that food, we'll have access to that food again, which is generally good. Now, what we're going to be doing next is we're going to be making sure we start actually making crossbows. So we're going to come here into our bowyer's workshop and tell them to start making wooden crossbows. You're going to need to make, I think, 10 of those. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. We don't actually need all 10, I believe, because I think one of our people actually has one already, but we're going to make 10 of them just to make sure we have a reasonable supply. That should mean we have more than enough. Now, we got a lot of beds in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got lots of beds. Alright, we're going to stop them making beds out of wood. Otherwise, we're going to run out of wood and have nothing to do with all these beds. So, stop making beds. You are instead going to make some training axes, I think. Some extra ones, just in case we need a couple more for whatever reason. And are you going to do that? I can make something else for me. Can I get you to make anything useful? I need some more tables and chairs, actually, so I can finish our downstairs. So you're going to start making tables on repeat, and that's fine. We'll leave the wooden bins going for a bit longer, because the more bins we have, the more storage space we'll be able to get. We do have plenty in here so far, but I'll go a couple more, so we don't need to make any more for a while, and that'll be good. Unfortunately, our people are suffering a little bit. If we check our stocks here with Zed, oh, he's bringing up some chert, apparently. He really wanted to get chert from way downstairs. With Zed here, we can check and see in our stocks if we actually have any... Oh, goodness. This thing is a bit of a mess. We go down here to bars, which is there. We can see if we have any soap here yet. No, we have bars of ash. We do not yet have any actual soap. So it looks like our lye production isn't going so well. Either that or other things are missing. Do we have anything in our buckets of lye? No. Do we have any lye anywhere? Strange. It seems things are not quite getting made like they should, because I'd expect we'd have some soap by now, but it doesn't look like we actually do. Well, that's unfortunate. Possibly being liquids or globs, but we can't actually see what's in there, so that doesn't work out for us. Okay, then. Well, that's unfortunate. It looks like he's already started his mysterious construction, so it looks like he found everything he wanted in our fortress. Hopefully you make something good there, Bond James, and hopefully you get yourself a nice interesting skill. We'll find out shortly, I'm sure. Alright, so we have lots of things being mentioned here. Lots of things being mentioned. Mostly it's that seeds are missing, like it always appears to be, but that's fine. We're also... that's the problem. We're running out of lye because he needs more ash. So we should have plenty of lye made by now. I'm not sure why we can't make any soap. I guess we don't have any tallow? We appear to. I'm not sure why it isn't actually happening then. Why are you not doing this? If I tell you to, why will you not? Is it interrupting us for a particular reason? We should be able to find out and hear why. Or maybe they are making soap, but people are just immediately using it for something? Strange. Either way, we want to get our soap production underway here, otherwise we're going to be hard-pressed to actually get our people clean. Once we have more beds, we'll put them in there, and it looks like our bedrooms are being dug out shortly, so that'll be good. We'll be able to get some beds placed in those rooms soon, although we do need some more doors. Always need more things. There's always new things to add to these old rooms. The problem is, if you don't keep up with your population's needs, it rapidly gets seriously out of hand, and that can cause all kinds of problems. And there we go! Our masterpiece has been created. Oh no, that's not the artifact. That's just someone making a nice, like, table or something. Which is not a problem, it's just not exactly what we need at the moment. So, let's see here. People are building away at a rapid pace. There we go! Bond James, the Stonecrafter, has created Mebzuth Emal, a limonite scepter. Interesting. Let's take a look at that in our artifacts menu. Da-da-da! Mebzuth Emal, the ore of sensing, a limonite scepter. Take a look at it. It's ooh, valuable. That's actually worth something. Nicely done. That's worth 21,600. Let's take a look at its description. This is a limonite scepter. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It's encrusted with cushion chert cabochons and encircled with bands of oval chert cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of limonite. Interesting. Well, it looks like it's just made of chert and limonite, but apparently it's valuable, so hey, well done. You're the first person in our fortress to make something that's an artifact which is actually worth something, because these ones are not particularly valuable. This is a good step up. Alright, well done there, chum. So that should be added into our stockpiles. We have ourselves a new legendary stonecrafter. If we go check our dwarf fortress, or rather dwarf therapist, read our dwarves, we can see here that Bond James now has a legendary status here. Legendary +1 in stonecrafting. Congratulations. It's, interestingly enough, it's a skill he already had, too. So that's kind of fun. So we should do a bunch more of that. Now, if we come back over here and check out our soap maker, is our soap maker... that's the problem. Soap maker's Bond James, who's a bit busy at the moment. Also, he's probably going to be doing more stone crafting now, because he's amazing at it. So you know what? We're going to... that's your wood burning skill. Hang on. Who's our soap maker? Soap maker is here. That's Gunner. Gunner, you need to stop doing other things. I'm taking away your other jobs for the moment because I want you to actually make us the soap. We need our soap. So I'm committing those changes. There we go. You are now a master soap maker. And everything should go according to plan now. He should actually come over here and make us the soap. Because apparently he hasn't been. And we are out of tallow now, so he must have used it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have gone anywhere. But where did the soap go? Ugh. Oh, the problems with trying to figure out where anything is in this game. Okay, well, so far we're doing pretty good here. We have our smelter up and running, although we don't have anything to put in it. We're working a little bit on getting more things made to house our dwarves. Oh, this doesn't look good. That's blinking quite rapidly. It looks like he might be in some bad health state. If we check him, ooh, people are not looking good. They're looking thirsty and whatnot, but here are our injured people. Yeah, they got infections going on. They're in extreme pain, partially broken tissue. Ooh, things are not looking good here for our guys. Hopefully we can get something to help them, but at this point it's probably too late. We didn't have our gear ready in time to deal with the problems involved with all of this. So that's unfortunate, but we might be able to help anyone else not suffer the same problems. So we'll work on that, try and make sure that we don't get in any real nasty shapes after this. But it looks like we may wind up losing, hit the right buttons here, we may wind up losing our friends Seared and Robert Ware. But there's not a whole lot we can do about them at this point because they are seriously infected and we didn't have any soap in time to help them. Also, we didn't have the fibers we needed to do their sutures. They might be helped now, but it's hard to tell for sure. We can actually check that, although if we hit K here, we should be able to look at them and see if they actually do need anything. So if we come back in here and check their health, it looks like they still need sutures. That's unfortunate. We have threads now. It looks like they're not being used for this. These guys are not getting the best medical care. Our hospital needs some more serious attention. Otherwise, it's just not going to be good enough for these people. Now, what we are going to try and do is we are going to try and make our traction benches as well. If we come back in here, we'll see if we can't make some rock traction benches. We only need 3 at the moment, but I'm not sure if we can even make them, because we do need things like chains and whatnot, which we might not be able to do. Is he? Looks like he's going to actually make a traction bench, though, so that's good. I think the ropes that we bought might be enough, so that will be good. It looks like it. Is he going to go grab a rope? Yes, he did. So that is all we needed. Turns out rope was good enough. So that should turn into a traction bench over time, which we will be able to use to help people who have things like serious bone injuries. At the moment, ooh, lots of things going on over here. That's good. What we're going to do is we're quickly going to designate in this area to clear out this junk so we can see like we did in the rest of the area and turn these into normal bedrooms. And you know what? I think what I'll do... Now, we'll just do this for now. We will designate with building properties for B again to hide the items with H, and we will clear out, as you can see there's a lot of hidden junk in here already, hide out everything that has been currently dug out. There we go. As we move from that menu, everything now vanishes. It's not there, we just don't see it. We're also going to designate to build some beds. Oh, no, we don't have the mechanisms apparently to build more beds. Okay, more traction benches is the word I'm looking for. So we're going to come back over to our mechanic and get them working. This is like the first time ever I haven't had my mechanic just constantly making rock mechanisms. We have so much stone, it's easy to do. So we're going to have that working, which will be good. We're also going to try and start making some stone crafts here, just so we can try and get something to sell people. Also, it's not particularly difficult. We have a legendary crafter now, so that should be pretty easy. We just need to find... There's rock, I suppose. Rock, make rock crafts. Sure. We don't need anything specific out of it. We'll just get him making some of those. Since he is particularly fantastic at it, we should get some nice quality things we can sell. And we don't really need him to be doing wood burning at the moment. So Bond James, I hope you like doing that kind of stuff. The merchants have left, so that's fine. We got everything we needed from them already. And it looks like things are going pretty well for us here. We've just about cleared all that stuff out, and that'll be good. We're going to start designating to build our beds in here. No, wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button. Building beds. Here we go. Stick some beds down. We do have plenty, so we'll stick some of these in each of these rooms, and then we should actually have places for everyone to sleep. That would be quite nice, because we have an excess of rooms at the moment. We don't need all of them to be built yet. It's a very colorful area. I actually quite like it. The orange and blue and yellow and white is kind of nice. So we'll put some beds in all of these rooms, And then we will be good to actually have our dwarves happy. We'll have somewhere to sleep, and that would probably be good. In a moment, we'll come through and actually check that they do have somewhere to sleep, and they're not just leaving those rooms unused. But for the time being, it looks pretty good. So we'll stick down a couple more beds. There we go. That's all of the beds we currently have. Do we have any more doors we could stick in here? It looks like we do. So we'll come and stick some more on these bedrooms, because that's always nice. There we go. I don't know about you, but if I were to be living in a place like this, I'd at least want a door in my bedroom, because it's a little bit crowded in here. Well, with all the dwarves. So, stick some more doors in. People are probably not going to be bothered at all by the fact that I'm moving heavy doors into their bedrooms, but you know what? I don't care. Now let's come quick check downstairs at our mine and see how that went. It looks like our mine has mostly cleared out this area, and we haven't really found a whole lot of value, so we're probably going to have to go deeper or try again. Oh, dwarves, you always go deeper and deeper. What do you find for your troubles? Nothing but trouble. Okay, well, as we continue to dig, we are gathering more supplies, which is good. Things seem to be going fairly well here. Fairly well. So you know what? What we're going to do next is... We're probably... they're not leaving yet. They're still just chilling out in our front door. We're going to... Our cats are adopting people. That's one of the funny things about cats. People don't adopt the cat adopts a person. Anyway, we're going to actually set our doors to be built again here, because we keep forgetting to reset these things, which is a bit unfortunate. And we'll set more lye to be made, because once we can make it, that'll be good. And then we can set more... Oh, we have no tallow at the moment. We'll have to wait till we can kill some things and get the fat from them to turn into tallow. So, once our mechanics has made some more of these mechanics, what do you call them, mechanisms, we'll be able to make some more traction benches. We should install one of our traction benches in here right now, actually. So we'll go into our build menu. We can get to traction benches, which is down here with capital R. We have one at the moment, which is all we really need. And we'll stick it right in here. One pine traction bench. Done. Good and good. So that will enable us to help people with serious bone injuries. One of the problems with traction benches is that when you're in them, you might be in there for a very, very long time. So, you have to keep that in mind. Now, as our mechanics gradually turn things into mechanisms, that'll be good. We'll be able to use those later on. Hopefully we get some nice skill from that as well. We'll be able to set up some traps and do all kinds of fun things. So, we might actually start trying to build some more cage traps, because our cage trap defenses are really pitiful at the moment. Can we do that? Probably, but I think I'll let them build a little bit more first. We might do that next episode. Now, I do apologize if you guys are not enjoying this series quite as much as you used to, because I found the views have dropped significantly recently, which is a little bit disappointing. But I'm going to keep making it as long as I have things worth doing, because I quite like this game, and hopefully you guys do too. Okay, so what we're also going to be doing is hopefully building some tables and whatnot downstairs. So we're going to build them in our kitchen area here, build some more tables. But yeah, if you like the series, let me know in the comments so I know I should keep making it, because if really nobody is interested, I probably will stop. But hopefully people will keep enjoying it. So we'll build another set of tables in here, and we'll probably be ending this episode soon. There we go. There's that. Some more tables are good, but we really need more chairs. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, take our friend who is making the tables for us, tell him to stop, get him making chairs instead. We're going to leave a C, yes, get him to repeat those. And we're going to stop making wooden bins. That's fine. Now our bowyer looks like he's finished making his crossbows. I thought he wasn't able to make the crossbows. We should check that, see how many crossbows we have. In our carpenter's workshop, we have... What else do we want to make? We can make some more barrels, I imagine, but do we need those at the moment since we're not making alcohol? We'll make some buckets, because we ran out of those earlier. So we'll make a bunch of buckets, and that will help deal with our soap situation, because lye takes up a bucket. It has to be in a bucket, and then it gets used out of the bucket. There we go. That'll give us that on the go again. So many things being done here. Well, it's good, though. We're making progress, so I can't really complain. Hooey! What else have we got going on? What else can we do here before we end our episode today? Hopefully we can find some more useful things that need doing, but I'm not entirely sure what else that would involve. If we come back up to the very top here, we can see that our farm area is doing quite well. Our lavish meals are still being prepared, which is good. That'll give us things we can sell later on. Our fishery and butchery and whatnot are not doing anything at the moment, but that's fine. Our still is also not doing anything, so we should check our alcohol situation. Our alcohol situation is still fine at the moment, although we will start wanting to produce more later. We do have a fairly low food supply at the moment, though, so we don't really want to be using our alcohol up right now. With all these dwarves, we're going to have some serious food problems later if we can't produce more. So what we might do actually right now is we might come in here and tell them to start making more different kinds of food, because we have other seeds. It's going to cause all kinds of problems because they're going to be complaining about all kinds of seeds we don't have now. Oh wait, but let's check our seed supplies actually, because if we have a bunch of different ones, I know I'm doing all kinds of stuff, but we check our seed supplies. If we have a bunch of different kinds, we might be able to use them. Can we see what kinds we actually have? Apparently not. That's unfortunate. Possibly because we don't have a very good noble on that job at the moment. Do we have we do have a... Oh, we don't have a bookkeeper, that's the problem. Do we have someone who could be our bookkeeper? Anybody? No relevant skills. Okay, well, you know what? Someone's going to become a bookkeeper at random today. We're going to spin the rail. Actually, it'll probably be someone from our new group, because there's a bunch of them who don't have any particular jobs at the moment. So we'll take... How about... Let's turn Lost Toast, perhaps, into our new bookkeeper. He needs things though. He needs a room, I think. Let's quickly check though what Lost Toast actually does. Lost Toast here is our engraver and our lie maker. Ooh, I can't take him. He's our only lie maker. Okay. The lie maker is our bookkeeper. That's not a good idea either. Let's have McLeod do it, because he doesn't actually have any useful skills at the moment. His siege engineering might be good at some point, and he's not actually good at the things I made him do. So we'll take those skills away, commit those changes, and we'll make him our new bookkeeper. So congratulations, McLeod. You just got updated. So Lost Toast, you're no longer our bookkeeper. I'm sorry, my friend. You are getting replaced. We're replacing him with McLeod, and that should work out good. There we go. Now he needs things. If we check what he needs a meager office. So we'll need to set him up an office at some point. Soon most of these guys, our broker, our medical dwarves, our expedition leaders and whatnot, might start demanding rooms before they'll actually start doing their jobs, which is fine. So we'll set up one of those, and we'll probably end our episode there for today. As we drop down to this area, which is what we built these rooms for in the first place, we need to supply them with a variety of things. So we're going to build them a bed. Oh, we don't have any beds left. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, then. I guess we can leave that for now. I could get another bed built. That wouldn't be too hard. But it is a little bit unfortunate. So we can come in here, cancel the wooden chair, ask him to make a bed, then make chairs on repeat. We're also going to need a bunch of other things, though, like desks and whatnot. So you know what? We might just leave that for now and do that in another episode. I'm going to quickly check the time here on this episode, and we'll see how we're doing. Yes, like I thought, we are nearing the end of the episode here, so what we're going to do is we're going to say thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing some more Dwarf Fortress here for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, don't forget to leave a like on the episode, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.